Hello everyone, I'm Angelo. I've been homeless in Los Angeles for 2 weeks now. Before that, homeless in Northern Virginia for 6 months. And I'm in the Redondo Beach area. We had a shoot last night. I was working on set, and by the end of the shoot, I was so tired. And I wasn't horribly tired. It's like, I get my energy back. I was like, I'll just sleep right here. Like, I'm not even going back to whatever other area I could be at, which I don't have any area to be. And even though I'm near the beach, by the way, I decided I'm not going to shoot this at the beach. I don't shoot beautiful vistas. I like things dirty and ugly and weird. I was working on set last night, and it was the last night of this shoot. It was 4 days. It's really great. I loved it. 12 hours a day. I loved it. I learned a lot. By the end of it, I was a lot more confident than at first, because you got to learn your way around a set. And it's things when you're starting out, and especially when, like, I've done, all kinds of like really small shoots, and this was, relatively speaking small, but it was still a big shoot. And there was a lot of people there, a lot of moving parts, and you have to be a professional, meaning know what you're supposed to deal with, know what you're not supposed to deal with, let other departments do what they need. You don't try and be helpful and do stuff where it's going to interfere with their work. A lot of things can go wrong. There's all kinds of stuff going on. It's hard to explain. It's just a ton of stuff. Actors need things, the camera department need things, the light department need things, the grips and gaffers, all kinds of stuff. And then I was in the art department dealing with just all kinds of stuff, the sets, the props. And so there's a lot of things to keep in mind when you're doing that. But anyways, so that was great. And as I finished that shoot last night, I left and I panicked. I didn't horribly panic, but I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do now? I don't have a job. And I was thinking, I'm not going to get hired for anything else. Like, my resume is not full of films like this. It's full of YouTube videos and some videography. But, like, I don't have much experience on sets. And I was thinking, oh, nobody's going to hire me. Why would they? Who's going to care about my videos? I panicked, and I was thinking, like, oh my goodness, no one's going to hire me. But I knew to, keep myself calm. I wasn't actually panicking away, but I did have that feeling. I went to bed fine, and I am, by the way, committed to looking for housing here and making housing cheaper for everybody. It is so absurd how housing around here is basically it's favoring the rich. It's not just how the housing comes, here, and that's what happens. People build houses and it gets more expensive. Well, what are you going to do? It's each individual person moving here that's making it more expensive. It's not that. Gentrification doesn't just happen with individuals. It happens citywide. And it's because the city, Los Angeles, works to rezone land for high-income housing, kick out low-income tenants, build high-income units or housing in the area, and then even landlords who are not directly involved with that, they're going to raise their rents as a result because everyone else is. So and it does not have to be that way at all. They pretend it just happens, and that's how, it's just how it came about. Like, it just fell into place. Reality is, it's actually a plan that people conspire to carry out to make rich people benefit, make rich people even richer. I was thinking how obscene it is that there's so many gates, or so many houses in rich neighborhoods around here with gates in front of them, and fences. And not just little fences like, little white picket fences, but like, security fences, bars on the windows. And I'm like, that is horrible. Because how could you in good conscience live in an area where you have so much and that other people need so much that you're worried that they want what you have? I cannot do that. I could not in good conscience do that. I don't know what, like if there's an issue with, security at somewhere I'm living, but that to me is fascist. It's fascist. It's saying, yeah, we know you poor people out there need more, but we're not going to give it to you. Actually, I'm going to be on guard to keep you out. And obviously security is important, all that, but it's Why do that when we can change how people live around here? And they don't have to be poor and desperate and imprisoned and sick. They don't have to, and hungry. I still struggle with, thinking about, damn, even when I spend 15 bucks on food, and I'm like, well, that's good. I only spent 15 bucks at 99-cent only store. I'm thinking that's pretty good, but each item of food is so small. So I'm going to go through it so quickly. So it sucks thinking about that. But anyways, I was panicking a little bit. I was like, oh my goodness, no one's going to hire me. What am I going to do here? I don't have work now. I want to keep working. That's all I want to do is keep working. And thinking about film history of filmmakers I admire who, I know some of their stories, like how they got to direct movies. David Fincher was working for 12, like he said, 17 hours a day, I think. He started sweeping up in the camera department of ILM, and after a year he was, I think helming the camera for special effects shots for The Empire Strikes Back, I think, and Return of the Jedi. And by 21, he was directing commercials. Now that's extremely rare. He had a very, he's a genius, and also he had a very clear path that got him. Most people don't get that. It's understandable. It doesn't matter how talented you are, a genius. It has so much. Filmmaking is not about talent. And I was thinking about that on set too. Not anything disparaging the film. I admire and respect everyone so much. What I'm saying is, everybody was really talented on my set, but the difference between a set that works and one that doesn't is not talent necessarily. I could see that everyone was having to maintain their energy. Nobody complained. Work hard. Let the actors do what they're supposed to do. And that's what I'm saying is what makes the difference. So I wasn't speaking ill of the set. It was a great set. Like I said, I loved it. I'm going to follow up with everybody and tell them, I'd like to work with them again. And what I saw was also, I was like, okay, I can do this. Seeing the set operate, I'm getting my confidence. I'm like, okay, I was worried, will I be able to do this, to direct? And that's what the fear I had the first video I ever made when I was 17. I was like, well, I really want to direct movies, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it. So I directed one little video with one other person in it. And after it was done, I was like, well, I'm upset it didn't come out quite how I wanted, but I was like, okay, I can do this. So that's what I saw on this set. I was like, oh, I can do this. So I was panicked a little bit last night, and today I was going to the gym, went to my locker. As I was putting stuff in my locker, I thought, I'm going to get another job. I'm just going to keep applying to stuff. The job I got was the only job that replied to me after I applied to a bunch, I don't know, 10 or 15 or something on Craigslist. I tried signing up for other sites for jobs. You can't even apply for jobs until you have a certain amount of credits. And I'm like, well, do I want to put my YouTube videos as my credits? I don't know. If I'm looking for PA work, people want to see some consistency as in, this is what you do, here's how you do it. This job, I was fortunate that the person hired me because I showed, I followed up and then followed up again and showed a level of interest in just getting to know him and being helpful and seeing what I could learn from him. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to apply to jobs. Don't even worry about it. This is a panic, a fear that everybody has after a film, which is, oh crap, how am I going to get work again? I'm so glad I got work for this. I was thinking maybe I'll go to a split second, maybe I'll go to a restaurant and enjoy a nice meal or something. I'm like, nope, I wouldn't even enjoy it. I got to work. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, writing, which thank goodness almost every day I'm writing. On 12-hour days, I didn't always write, but I did on at least one, maybe two, I think. Writing my screenplay, which thank goodness every time, when I think I cannot write anymore, somehow I'm able to write more. And I think it's getting better and my writing's developing. Still reaching out to people. I got to reach out to even more. I'm like, oh crap, then it scares me how many people I got to follow up with. But that's good. So I got to talk to some people, got some more video ideas coming, some video ideas with other people as well. And just going to keep applying to jobs, stay in shape, try and eat well, and find good areas around here, and try and, first of all, I want to change the face of housing in LA. There is no reason for all this poverty, for all the people sleeping in their cars and all the people sleeping on the street. There's none. Rich people conspire to keep housing very expensive so they can benefit from it, so they can invest in housing, so they can sell their homes and make a bunch of money on it. They don't care if poor people and even middle class people can barely afford to live here. Doesn't matter to them. They say, oh yeah, well maybe we care, but do it, like, get your lives worked out somewhere else. Find affordable housing somewhere else, not around us. And those gates in front of the houses, it's like a metaphor for, you know, their fascist leanings, which is, you know, we know there's desperate people around here. We just like it so much. We're going to stay. We're not going to help you, but we'll just make it show, you know, like a display of force that you have to stay out from here. And so I don't want to be like that. I don't want to have gates, security gates in front of my house. How could I live like that? I'd be a hypocrite. Again, maybe I would be a hypocrite and get them. I don't know, but I cannot fathom that. It would make me feel so unwell to do that when I'm like, am I trying to keep people out or am I trying to help people here? Which is it? So when I see beautiful areas like this too, it's like, I don't even know if I necessarily want to live here. It's so expensive and it's going to keep getting more expensive. I want to find an area where, I don't know, this Redondo Beach area, everything, it's like Virginia in a way. It's like shopping centers, everything's straight lines, beautiful stuff. I like the areas with more personality, more color, more variation, you know, more dynamic. So I don't know exactly where that would be, but I want to change how things are done around here. We need high-speed transportation. We need a high-speed train, with a bullet train. And what was the other thing I was doing? I'm still reading about film, and now I end up hearing people talk about movies, and when I don't even know the stuff they're talking about, I'm like, well, this isn't good. I have to know what everyone's talking about for them to respect my opinion. Not my opinion like as a critic, but my thoughts on film, and to, you know, respect me. So I have to learn even more about movies, and I have to keep studying Spanish and stay healthy somehow and pay my bills. But I do want a room. It would help in that, first of all, I could still sleep in my car if I need to and shower at the gym. So that's great. Because, you know, there's so many areas to travel around here. I don't want to have to, thank goodness I didn't have to drive home last night. I could literally, we shot in one location out here. It was like an hour-long drive to get here from where I was. I think I was in like Burbank. And I was like, I don't want to drive 30 miles and I'm going to be tired. And then when the sun comes up, it's really hard to sleep because it gets hot. So I just literally went outside across the street from where we shot, parked my car there and slept. So now the challenge is like, oh crap, how do I find another job? I'm going to keep doing it, keep making videos, going to follow up with some people today. Not worry about putting pressure on myself, and you know, keep a good outlook, and somehow, you know, I believe the money will come when I need it. It's not even when I say that, it's like vulgar. Like, I don't need the money. I need to do well, and you know, I want to give my money away. I want to make it easier for other people to live around here, and I want to piss off the fascists who want it hard for people to live around here. So I'm gonna get going. I gotta keep working. That's how it is. So check out the view. There's not much of a view. This is a parking lot. So it reminds me of Virginia, like I said. And I'm literally like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 miles from the ocean. Keep watching. Like the video, subscribe. I will film with my mom again, believe me. And if you want to support me, by the way, there are links in the description. Easiest way now, I have a Cash App page where you literally, you can put in your debit card. You don't have to, there's nothing to register. Just put in your debit card info, just send $1, make it easy for me. Or you can send, maybe you can use your credit card on it as well. I say maybe because when I went on there, it says just to put in your debit card. So I'm like, well, can you put in your credit card? It says Cash App, so does that mean not credit app? I don't know. I didn't try it. But if you want to support me, um, I'm going to give a lot of entertainment for your support, and got a lot more videos coming again, including with other YouTubers and other people. So thanks for watching, everybody. Subscribe for more. You're watching something historical, how somebody becomes a filmmaker. Well, I already am a filmmaker, but how someone establishes a career to where they can direct and write and produce feature films, studio films, and get other people jobs in the process. All right, everybody. Bye.